You know, Jimmy, you and I are not originally from here, but we've been here long enough to know that there is a lot of history on Delmarva. And we're still discovering new historical sites and the stories that come from them.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Delmarva Live's Sydney Whitfield recently visited Delmar, the town who is too big for one state. And what she found was a little caboose packed with history, thanks to members of the Delmar Historical and Arts Society.
This is our 1926 caboose. We obtained it in 1976, and we'd like to have it here a lot longer.
The Delmar Caboose, located on Railroad Avenue, has tons of history behind it. It's articles like these that fuel the passion behind the members of the Delmar Historical Society.
My folks were very into a small town history, and I do like history in towns. And Delmar has a unique history of being a town split by a state line, which is there's only like 2 in the whole United States that way. And with the railroad and the, different people, I'm big into history and learning things of how the town came about.
Former Society President Chris Walters says they've put quite the effort into restoring buildings and embracing the history all over Delmar.
We redid the Farini Cemetery, which was the Founding Fathers. Redid the whole cemetery, all new fencing, cleaned it all up, gravestones and all that. We do newsletters, we help with the Heritage Day Festival that's downtown here, and we're trying to refurbish the caboose here.
Chris says since it was purchased by George Truitt and Grover Cates, it took a number of people to originally restore it. I got a chance to get a tour of the caboose with current Society President Patsy Bridge. She knew pretty much everything about it.
Okay, this is our stove here. It has the emblem of the Pennsylvania Railroad embedded into it, very unusual. This is their table and where they sit, and this is a conductor's bench where he did all of his figuring and his different things he needed to do. And these are twin beds. There's one here and there's one back there.
Not bad for a caboose that's over 90 years old. But as intact as it looks, they say it definitely is in need of repairs.
There's a lot of wood that needs to be replaced. There's repainting, inside work, and then we'd also like to redo the steps, both front and back, and then maybe down, if we get enough money, we would like to put a canopy over the top.
They say they hope to raise enough money in time for a very special annual event.
We'd like to have it by next year's Heritage Festival, which is the end of September. So that's why we're starting it now. If we can get the outside restored, the canopy may take some time because we've got to work with the railroad as far as placement and all that.
The Society members say preserving this article is important because it's a constant reminder of all the time and love that's already been given to the town over the years.
We have a lot of members that can tell you whatever these buildings were years ago. So it's just something that they kind of cherish that hometown. This is my town. This is where I want to stay, and try to preserve it.
That is a remarkable piece of history sitting right there.
And I've seen it a million times when I was in Delmar, but I've never actually stopped and gone inside to check it out.
Yeah,
so I'll have to do that.
It's very much worth it. Now, if you would like to donate to the Society, or if you just want to know how you can join to make sure that you get more out of it and put more into it, all you have to do is head to our website, delmarvalife.com.